I will say I used to hate plants and joke that I didn't have a green thumb. I don't know what has gotten into me. I not only have plants, I have a fiddle leaf fig plant that they're very fickle. I dust and polish the leaves. I bought a special spray to spray and polish the leaves.
Only everyone was loved like Paula loves her fiddle.
I sometimes get jealous of this fig.
I touch them.
I do. She gives more attention to that than me sometimes.
John, I talk to my plants. I encourage them. You're doing so good today.
I've heard that actually works.
I leave the room when you start having your fig moments. It's just weird.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Paula Ferris Show. I'm your host, Paula, or should I say I am your late night DJ. Clearly, the laryngitis has not dissipated, friends, so this is me. For probably the rest of the month, you're going to hear my late night DJ voice until it can actually take some time to heal. Welcome to Midlife. This is 50, friends. This is what we all get to look forward to. But we're having a lot of fun this month, all month long, talking about midlife. And I'm joined by my husband, John, and my good friend, Liz Bohannon, who's just all around a hilarious human being. She's a boy mom. She's an author. She's a speaker. She's a podcaster. You're literally going to want to be her best friend. So we kicked off the series last week with the great debate. When does midlife, this great awakening, when does it actually begin? Some say it starts in your mid-30s. I would say the majority of us probably say it begins in your 40s, your mid-40s. Regardless, I am in the thick of midlife, and I am doing things that I thought I would never do. My younger self would probably be a little embarrassed about who I have become. So in this episode, we are going to be talking about not only the top signs that you're in midlife, we're going to continue our top 15 list, but also the weird things that we start doing in midlife that we thought we would never do. If you're not subscribed to my personal newsletter at Paula Ferris Official, we keep these conversations going. We have a lot of fun. You're going to hear about things regarding the podcast first in the newsletter that you won't hear anywhere else. So make sure you're signed up for that at paulaferrisofficial.com. And I've been doing a bunch of fun giveaways too. So don't miss out, you guys. What are you waiting for? Without further ado, here is episode 2 of our very fun series on midlife. The top signs that you're actually in it, and the weird, and I'm talking weird things you thought you'd never do. Enjoy. Welcome back to episode 2. John just asked Liz something in the break, and what did you say to her? Because I want everyone to hear this.
I said, Liz, after we record all 4 of these episodes, I want you to give your true, honest opinion of who you do think is going to live longer between Paula and I.
Our friendship.
Really setting me up well.
Yeah.
Really setting you up well. All right. So first episode was great. I think there is a little bit of a debate on when midlife begins. Liz is almost 40, does not believe that she has hit midlife. Mm-hmm. John is in a little bit of denial, but maybe the acceptance period. And I feel every bit in midlife. I just do. So we started our top 15 signs that you're in midlife. I read the first 5 signs: muffin top, comfortable shoes, getting the gray touched up every 2 weeks, 10 p.m. is a late night out, and then you become nostalgic about everything. Liz, you want to take the next 5 and then John will round things out?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Number 6, you really want to go for a jog. You really want to go for a jog. Do you identify? I would be thrilled if midlife brought me the desire to go for a jog.
Do you pronounce it as jog or yaw?
What?
No,
that is not even
it's an Anchorman
reference. Have you seen Anchorman?
You know what? I don't think I have.
Wow. That is showing your age.
Liz, you're a journalist.
You're a journalist. Journalist couple.
This is like that cop. I mean, it is one of the fun. I did not like it at the beginning, but Will Ferrell is okay. So he says, he's just really funny and inappropriate, but he says, is it jogging or is it yogging? There's a scene with him and Christina Applegate. So,
wow, I'm really sorry that my lack of
so that
pop
was
culture knowledge really.
The 6th sign is you really want to go for a jog. I do, but my body would never recover, nor my internal organs. So
are we saying that like you shift? Like you're like, if I'm somebody who my entire life has not wanted to exercise, all of a sudden in midlife I'm going to want to?
They're saying you really want to go for a jog. You really do, but it would take too long to recover. Now, you may not say yes to all of these 15 signs. So I would keep track. Okay.
Well, number 7 is that you use the word jog.
Yog. We use Yod.
Yod.
Yeah, we
Yod.
use Yod.
Number
Okay.
8 is that the music in every store is too loud and you're not afraid to tell the salesperson to lower it.
Correct. I do.
I don't have that problem. I like my music loud, so if I want to
No.
feel it.
I'm always telling the kids to turn the music down.
Yes.
I'm with John. I like am obnoxious. Like when I'm in my minivan, either just with me or with my kids, like if my husband's in there, we don't go full force. I'm like, I turn the minivan volume all the way up. I love jamming out in the car.
In the minivan, I'll be
Isn't that actually
minivan.
number 9? You own a minivan? I think that is number 9 on this list because Paul and I actually we own minivans in our 30s, but then we got rid of them in our 40s.
Oh,
because I think it was a stigma, or we wanted to be cooler, and we wanted the big SUVs.
We loved the first minivan that we had when we lived in New York City. A tree fell on it and totaled it, and then we got another one, and I got in an accident. And that's why we had
minivan luck.
I know, seriously. But I loved our Honda Odysseys. And if you ask Landon, our youngest, what his favorite car we've ever owned, it was the minivan because they had the pull-down screens and everybody could watch a movie.
You want to know something that Ben and I joke about is going to be like the most formative thing in our kids' childhood that they talk about in therapy? So in our minivan, there's 2 screens behind the 2 captain chairs. And we have covered the screens up and our children don't know they're there. And we're like, the day our kids find out that all along we bought this minivan in 2020. So we've had it for 5 years. So like all of their childhood, like we're like reckoning for the day they find out that all along there were screens in this minivan. Like what's going to happen, how much trust we're going to lose, how much rebuilding there's going to be in our relationships.
And I'm assuming that you don't allow them any screens in the car or they don't own screens, correct, when you're in the car?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that hardcore parenting. I'm with you, Liz. I will never tell your children, that their mother has been and their father have been withholding out on them.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm kind of like sometimes being more extreme is easier actually than moderating. And I'm just like, listen, the car feels like such a special place where we're all trapped. I don't know what kind of conversation might emerge or what kind of moments we'll have, but I know we probably won't get them if you're on a screen. And then if you just don't even know it exists, we're not arguing about it.
I don't think
it's just like it's just a no.
I don't think you ever tell them. And because you know what? And look at the moments you are fostering. The P triangle happens. So, and they get excited about that. So I just say that's great parenting.
Thanks, Paula.
Mm-hmm.
Liz, are you an Odyssey or a Sienna minivan?
We are a Chrysler Pacifica family.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't see that.
Not see
couple
that
things. Couple things you guys need to know. First of all, the main thing that got me, a full-length sunroof, you jokers. Yeah, what are you doing in a minivan without a full-length sunroof? It changes everything.
Okay.
Every day is like a joyride, especially you live in a gorgeous place like we do, and it's like in the fall and all the colors are like above you. You go through the car wash. It's like a little $4 rave going through the car wash.
So fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
So that was my main reason. You maybe can tell I'm not a car person because it's not a more technical reason. But we got the Pacifica because of the sunroof, and it's a hybrid. So on a daily basis, our commute, we don't use gas on a daily basis because our daily commute is less than the charge that we can get. And so that's pretty
awesome.
nice.
That is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Pacifica, sponsored by Chrysler.
There we go.
But for real.
Number 9 on the list is not owning a minivan. It's something else.
Oh, this is real. A magnifying mirror and tweezers have become your best friend.
Oh, I have not a magnifying glass, but I have tweezers in my little satchel that I wear everywhere.
How do they sneak up on you like that?
Oh, those chin hairs. They pop out of nowhere.
It's honestly like a wonder that our bodies they're working so hard and so fast because 1 minute it's not there. And literally sometimes it seems like 4 hours later, you're like,
you can feel it.
It is a phenomenon of the human body.
I am like tweezing little chin hairs as I'm driving or at the stoplight.
Okay, so I have a question.
Little, like unattractive, isn't it? But
so we think about, I will say, my husband and I are pretty free. We don't have a lot of kind of privacy things in our marriage. We're like all in. I will say I don't overtly pluck my chin hairs in front of him. Like I feel like that is truly like maybe the one last shred of dignity that I'm giving myself is like, you don't need to see this.
Have I ever done that in front of you, John?
Maybe. I try to just turn away and not watch, so I don't really notice. Yeah.
Okay, but when you think about being really old, when
Mhm.
you're with like 80 or 90-year-olds and they've got the face hair going on, are you like, I am
No,
gonna
all I can see.
document who and how often someone's gonna help me with this? Or are you like, at that point, I'm letting it all go. I'm the bearded
No.
lady.
What have I told our kids? And you can ask any of our kids, Caroline, JJ, or Landon, what are the 2 things that they have to do for mommy when I'm older, John? What are they?
Well, one of them is, pluck your chin hair.
No, it's wax my mustache, like wax and pluck
yes.
everything. And the other one is
Why am I forgetting this?
change my diaper.
Oh, gross.
Change my diaper and wax my mustache. Because I love my Sittu, which was grandmother in Arabic.
Oh.
She's lived to be almost 100 years old, and I can still see her mustache.
Yeah.
Even though my cousins did a really good job of keeping it in check. That's all I can think about. And even one of my aunts, when she passed, her daughters got into the coffin and they were tweezing and plucking because it's just a big thing. We're Lebanese, we're hairy. We just want to make sure that we're groomed.
Okay, I have a question. If you do laser hair removal earlier on in life, does it just come back?
Yes.
At the end,
I did laser and it's come back because, but part of that might be some of these supplements that I'm on, which have encouraged hair growth in other areas. So,
interesting.
I can't speak definitively.
Because I would invest in laser hair removal now for not being like a 90-year-old bearded woman, probably.
Yes, I do think it's a good investment because you get those 40, 50 years of hairlessness. And if it comes back then, just have your children or your grandchildren.
Okay, I haven't started planting that seed with my boys, so I will start.
Okay, you need to. Like I said, wax my mustache, change my diaper. My kids know it. It's in my will, my will and testament. So, okay, you guys, now that I'm 50, there's a couple of things that I really love. And number 1, I love a bargain. And number 2, I love to be really cool at night when I sleep. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about Cozy Earth's Black Friday deals. They are already here. You know that I have been singing the praises of my Cozy Earth sheets. They are made from viscose from bamboo, which essentially wicks the heat away from your body. But Cozy Earth also offers a bamboo pajama set, which is phenomenal and a great gift idea for any woman in your life that may or may not be perimenopausal or menopausal. But I'm telling you, the ladies in your life are going to love the bamboo pajama set. It's got the same science behind the sheets. You're going to sleep several degrees cooler. They also have a bubble cuddle blanket, something that I love to wrap around myself and my kids during our family movie nights. And the best part about it all is Black Friday is already here, so you can use my code PAULA, that's PAULA, to stack on top of their site-wide sale. And that could give you up to 40% off. Again, use my code PAULA at Cozy Earth and wrap the ones that you love in luxury with Cozy Earth this holiday season. Make sure you tell them that I sent you. And what is number 10? And then
and number 10 is you eat less and exercise more. And that is just to maintain your weight.
Correct. Well, I don't exercise more. I don't think I exercise more, but I eat less. Or I eat different. I eat higher protein.
I will say I've started in on that as well, the higher protein.
Yes, John?
You're just building your case for why I'm going to outlive you. Every time you speak, yeah.
Never forget a Wendy's.
Never forget a Wendy's.
What can I say? Okay, John, let's pick it up.
Okay, let's go. Every time you sneeze, there's an unpleasant surprise.
I wouldn't say every time, but occasional. Or that's why I don't jog. That's why I don't jog. There would be unpleasant surprises, jumping jacks, anything involving a lot of jumping. Definitely some unpleasant surprises.
This is definitely you, Paula. You can't read a thing without your glasses. You now have a pair in every room. And let me add, you can never find them. Or if you think they're in one room and tell me to get up and go get them in the middle of the night, they're definitely in a different room.
Totally different. But I don't have as many as I used to. I am a big fan of peepers. I'm only saying that because people ask me all the time, but they expand. They have the rings, so I love them. You can get them for $30.
They're just more comfortable, or what's the deal?
They're more comfortable, and you don't have to get a prescription written for you. They're reading glasses. So, but I literally cannot read anything up close. I can't tell you how many text messages that I have sent Liz that were utterly embarrassing, but I didn't know that they were utterly embarrassing because I tried to send them without my glasses.
But that's new in midlife. Did you not have eye problems before that?
20/20 vision, perfect vision. In my 40s, I started wearing glasses when I was at the computer. But I will say, ages 45 and on, every day I wake up and it's as if I have binoculars and and they just need to like focus in on what is outside because I can't see anything. And if I continue on this trajectory of regression, I might be blind in 4 years. That's what it feels like. But it's really just the up close vision.
Have you seen a doctor?
I saw a doctor a year ago. I saw a doctor a year, but you're farsighted. Well, everybody's
and the doctor was just like, "Hey, you're midlife."
Basically, everybody I know, in their 40s and now 50, like you cannot see a thing without your reading glasses.
Wow. I do like the vibe of glasses. Like I'm a big, I mean, I love sunglasses. I love wearing sunglasses. So I'm kind of interested in having a new accessory.
Do I look more interesting without them? I can't even see what I look like right now. It's all blurry. Or
I'm not going to say more interesting, but I like them. I feel like they fit your vibe.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think they fit my vibe too.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Baby, I think you're beautiful with glasses or without.
Chin hair or not.
Even though you're gonna outlive me. Fountain drink in tow.
Okay, next one. You found at least one gray hair in your eyebrows, possibly down south in your nether regions.
Oh, wow, we're going there.
Can't see them.
Yeah.
John, thanks for taking us there. Come on.
Hey, this isn't my list. This is the
just
list.
A list.
This is the list. But Paula, you can attest, something happened to my eyebrows in my 40s, and they started to become a different consistency, and they wanted to point in a lot of different directions. And I've actually had to I have to pat my eyebrows
like it's
down.
a pomade.
Yeah, you have phenomenal eyebrows, by the way. Let me just say, very, very nice eyebrows.
Appreciate that.
But I don't know what happened to the hair. The consistency just changed, and some of them are like wire bristles, and some of them are soft. And
it does kind of make sense because when you see old men, a lot. I mean, they are just like caterpillar porcupines have died on their face, and
I won't be that guy.
You probably weren't 25 with eyebrows like that.
No, I'm not going to be that
You
guy.
could extract his eyebrows and use them as a Brillo pad for.
My eyebrows are already very thick and wiry.
Really?
So this could be something.
John has some longer hairs. I also have had a couple of gray hairs, but definitely not what John has been going through. But we've got him some eyebrow pomade. He's been using that. You used eyebrow glue. What other means have you gone to get those things under control?
Just the things that you've provided for me and instructed me to use.
He grooms them.
Oh, yeah. Well. Trimming. Yeah. If one or two decide to grow a little bit longer or faster or in a different direction that they shouldn't go, give them a little trim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
my little sister and I, we both have these big bushy eyebrows, which now I love. But when I was a kid, they were quite unruly, and I just looked like I had two caterpillars asleep on my face.
I think
but my sister and I had a secret handshake, and our secret handshake ended with us licking these two fingers.
Oh, yeah.
And then smoothing our brows into place.
Did you have a unibrow ever? Because I had a unibrow. Okay.
Yes. Strong unibrow in the late grade school. Not really. I think I plucked it enough that over the years it just kind of
thinned
out. Yeah, and I don't actually do anything to my eyebrows anymore as far as shaping goes. I've just kind of let them go. So I think I plucked long enough and I'm glad I didn't overpluck because that was a real travesty of the 90s. So you were more in the era of the overplucked brow.
I was, but I didn't.
You never partook?
I mean,
good for you.
They are definitely falling out, but I don't really.
You have nice
I don't
brows.
even know the last time.
You got great brows.
Yeah, you do have really great brows.
Do I?
I've got brow envy right now of both of you. So
you do? I'm sorry.
You can get a brow transplant.
Well, you know what?
I'm sure you can go to Turkey and do that.
You're going to outlive us anyway, so...
Actually, I have a question can I ask a question?
Please.
Yes.
I'm interested in, with the rise, I made the joke about going to Turkey to get, eyebrow transplants. I do really feel like we've experienced such a significant shift in beauty standards and in cosmetic surgery has become so normalized. I saw somebody the other day be like, one of the great travesties of what's happening right now is all of the quintessential grandmas are disappearing. Where are the grandmas? Give me the wrinkly, kind of bonnet-haired, sweater-wearing, chubby grandmas, because now all the grandmas are trying to be hot. And it's like this whole kind of archetype of society. It's like, where
No
are
Golden Girls
all of the
anymore.
standard grandmas?
Forget the MILF, it's the GILF. It's true.
Well,
I do feel like that's what people are going for.
I know.
I'm hearing about this a lot. There's a lot of experimental medicine in other countries with less regulation. So if you want to go and get hair transplants in another country, you go over there, they'll do it for you. There's certain drugs that they can put into your body to heal you, or,
Well, it's also just so much cheaper.
Yeah, it's so
you can
much
go
cheaper,
to Turkey
not regulated.
Places in Asia and do like, go to Korea and get like a full body total workup, all this stuff for like, several $100.
Do they have Wendy's there?
Do they
have Wendy's? Maybe. Yeah. Why are you asking us, Paula? You're the Wendy's girl.
keeper.
I'm just curious to know. I mean, because I can't travel anywhere without a Wendy's.
But what is your all's view on like, where do you all sit? Are we trying to hang on for as long as we can?
Well, I will say this. I got this in the mail. I didn't show this. It says, "Welcome to the 50s Club." I got an AARP card. Caroline was like, "Mom, you get some really cool toys with that." But when I like turning 50, I was talking to my daughter. She's 18. I said, I don't feel like, I remember vividly when my mom turned 50 and she looked older, but I think they dressed older. They had a certain haircut. They had a certain style. And I don't know if it's that me personally, I'm trying to look young and sexy. I just want to look good and feel good. Because when I look back at those previous generations, I felt like it's not that they embraced it more. The style was a little outdated. They had a certain haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Their clothes weren't necessarily as trendy. Now, I haven't, I've had Botox a couple times. I haven't had it in a year and a half, but that's all I've done to my face. I'm not trying to overly plump, and whatever. If that's your deal and that's what you want to do, I respect it. I think aging is actually beautiful. It's a privilege to age. Now, when I look at pictures, am I a little overly critical? Like, wow, I look really old. Yes, in some ways, but I also want to embrace it. And I think each person has a different perspective on it. I'm not trying to look hot and sexy, but I do want to look good. And I want to feel good about it.
The way that you said hot and sexy just really reminded me of Hot and Ready. It was just Hot and Ready Paula. I remember.
I'm not trying to look like a teenager though. I want to look mature and I want to look good and feel good.
I was watching a movie from like the 90s though, and I remember being very struck by how normal people in the movie looked. It might have been, what was it? When Harry Met Sally, maybe?
It wasn't.
No. Sleepless in Seattle. I was watching Sleepless in Seattle, and I was just kind of like, even what's the main character's name? Oh my gosh,
Tom Hanks.
No, the woman,
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Love her.
Just like, she's so beautiful. She's such an icon. But even, I think she was probably supposed to be more of my age or a little bit younger, and it was very noticeable how much more like that Botox and filler and all of that stuff wasn't a thing. And now when you watch television now, it's just like, I do think we're just becoming our standard for what we think is normal.
And it's too accessible.
Really off.
It's too accessible. It's too easy. I believe, to answer your question, Liz, you've been given one body. You should try to do the best with what you can, with what you got, and try to maximize it. But you can go overboard.
Yeah.
There's just so many options that are out there. And when you start looking at something like double taking, like, you don't want anybody to have to do a double take. That's when you've probably gone too far, when they're like, something just doesn't look right.
Unrecognizable. When I will look at actors, what did he do to his face? He doesn't even look like himself. When you don't look like yourself anymore. Okay, let's round out this list, John.
Okay, I'll read 14 and 15. You forgot why you're taking this quiz.
Yep.
You're in a midlife crisis. And then the last one, there's a strong possibility your keys are missing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So misplacing things.
Bump. Those are the 15 signs, the top 15 signs that you're in midlife. So I want to talk about, before we wind down, the weird things that we start doing in midlife that we never thought we'd do. I saw a GIF that said, once you're in midlife, you're sorted into 4 houses. Again, you are sorted into 4 houses. You are the sourdough house. You're the plant house. You are the pickleball house, or you are the lifting weights and protein house. I am 2 houses. I have 2 homes. I am plants and lifting weights and protein.
How often do you lift?
I try to lift a couple times a week. Haven't
For
been
you.
super great at it. I've admitted that this year kind of knocked me off the rails with my mom passing and
Sure.
having some deep grief with that of but now that I'm 50 and a member of, card carrying member of the AARP, that was the first thing I did when I turned 50 Sunday morning. I walked outside, I grounded, I stepped in the grass, and I just prayed that I could get back on track and get back into the swing of things because I feel better
For you.
mentally,
Yeah.
emotionally, physically, spiritually when I work out, when I lift those heavy weights. So,
Yeah.
and eat better. So I am the plant and the protein and weights house. John, what about you?
I'm definitely the protein and weights, and I love sports. So I love pickleball, I love tennis, I love golf, I love just being active. That's definitely what the camps that I'm not a plant guy. And sourdough, does it mean you make sourdough bread? Is that what
My
that means?
sister loves.
Yes.
I mean, I know so many people that
Yeah,
make
not a
sourdough.
chance. I hate baking.
No, but we are the welcome and very grateful recipients of sourdough. So if you
Oh,
want to bring
please, yes.
sourdough over to
Yes.
our house, sourdough, please, we will spread all the butter on it and
Yeah,
eat
but
it.
the sourdough, that's a whole culture. Their
It is
babies sitting there
no
sour.
pun
Like
intended, Liz.
I saw.
Oh, that cute one.
Culture.
Okay, what about you, Liz?
I feel like I am aspirationally definitely in the pickleball camp. Like I for sure am going to lean into that. And I play it with my kids. It's actually very fun to play with kids. But I'm envisioning a different season of life where I'm going hard on the lady who lunches pickleball thing. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
The ladies who lunch and pickleball.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have
like that.
definitely have an aspiration for one of my. So I'm really big on defining success for yourself. And kind of like if you don't define exactly what success looks like, the world will define it for you. And then you'll kind of chase it and then you'll get it and low key be like, wait, what? Why do I feel unhappy? Why do I feel unfulfilled? So I have gotten very granular about what a successful life for me looks like and on like a year to year basis. And then I put it in a spreadsheet and I track it. I'm like, are you being successful according to your measures of success? So I have a spreadsheet that has probably 15 different columns. And one of my columns is called A Lady Who Lunches. And so for me, what that meant was for me, what success is building a life where I have enough spaciousness and capacity to go to lunch with my friends during the work week a few times a month. That to me, I have defined as I've created enough margin where I can go on a long leisurely lunch. And so that's a thing that I actually measure is and so I'll look back on my month and go, oh, how often were you a lady who lunched this month?
Yeah. And that's connection. And that is one of the hallmarks of taking care of yourself when you're older, when you've hit midlife, is making sure you aren't just taking care of the physical aspects of your body and the emotional, but the relational aspect and the connection, or the ladies who lunch. So,
well, that's my number one. Truly, when I think about my health, my justification for not working out very regularly is because I've put that amount of discipline and time into friendships and relationships. And there is pretty solid data that supports that that's actually a better, more important investment for how long you will live and how happy and healthy you'll be at the end of your life is the quality of your social health.
I think we should save that for the last episode because we're going to be talking about how to not extend our lives, but how to extend the quality of our lives in midlife.
Great. Okay.
As Whoopi would always say when I did The View, Paula, save it for the table. Don't give it away right now. Because we would have these meetings, our Hot Topics meetings in the morning before the show. And we talk about the stories or the topics that we wanted to talk about. And I'd start talking, giving a little too much. She'd say, save it for the table. Because she wanted that reaction,
totally.
right?
Totally. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Save it for the table.
So you were in the Ladies Who Luncheon and the aspiring pickleball camp.
Yeah, I am.
I will say I used to hate plants and joke that I didn't have a green thumb. I don't know what has gotten into me. I not only have plants, I have a fiddle leaf fig plant that they're very fickle. I dust and polish the leaves. I bought a special spray to spray and polish the leaves.
Only everyone was loved like Paula loves her fiddle.
I sometimes get jealous of this
Oh,
fig.
I touch them.
I do.
I
She gives
talk
more
to my
attention to that
plants.
than me sometimes.
John, I talk to my plants. I encourage them. You're doing so good today.
I've heard that actually works.
I leave the room when you start having your fig moments. It's just weird.
But not just
Too much.
all of my plants, even my outdoor plants. I'll go out and I will talk to them and encourage them because I have heard there is real data.
I have seen that. I don't know if it's real. I didn't check my sources, but where they do kind of like the time-lapse video of the plant who's being talked,
Yes.
encouraged and lovingly, and the one who's being demeaned.
Yes.
It's pretty wild. I don't know if it's real.
Oh, but
we need a fact checker on this show.
I know
Yeah.
you should. I think we do need a fact checker, but like if you talk down to the plant, you stupid piece of crap, you should have never been born. Look at you. You're amounting to nothing, but you talk to your plants in a loving way. Look at you're doing so good. I'm so proud of the growth. You can do it. Keep reaching for the stars. Reach for the sun. You look better today than you did yesterday. I am so proud of you. And I'll say, Mom is so proud of you. I become a plant mom.
Yeah, that's
You
weird.
do this. I need to start talking. I have this tree in the corner of my office.
Go hug it.
It's a Chinese money tree. Have you ever seen these? They're kind of like braided, but there's supposedly the superstition around it that it's like, if it grows, it shows that, prosperity is in your future.
Yes.
And my Chinese money tree has about 5 leaves on it. And they're like drooping. But I will say I'm superstitious enough to be like, but things are going fine, so don't touch the tree.
Okay. There you go, too. All right. So
I think I need to go talk to that tree. I need to go talk to that tree.
You need to hug the tree.
I barely
You need to talk to the tree.
Okay.
You need to take care of the tree. Just talk kind to it. I will say nothing makes me happier than having clean counters in a house that looks like nobody has lived in it. I don't know if that's a midlife thing or if that's just a me thing.
Very identify with that.
Very excited about our Costco membership that we bought when I turned 50. That was kind of a high for us. But John, do you remember what happened? We were waiting in line. This is probably something I wouldn't have done years ago, but there was a woman that cut in front of us and I called her out. I don't know if that's a midlife thing, but I just said, ma'am, what you just did, you cut in front of us. And I said, your time is not more valuable than anybody else in this line. That was really rude what you did. And then she came back she apologized. And then she came back to me when she found me in the store later. I don't know if I would have done that in midlife, but I was nice about it.
Yeah.
So it was a midlife.
You were respectful, but you let her know how you feel.
Other things that I've done in midlife, we finally got a TV in our bedroom and broke down and we said we would never get a TV in our bedroom.
And what made you change your mind?
I started watching Poldark and I'm really obsessed with it. We only have one TV in the house right now.
And Paula watching Poldark had a happy effect for John, so he was fine with bringing the TV into the bedroom.
We only have one TV in the house right now, and we've talked about it, and we find ourselves spending time together. At the end of the night, John watching a show together on his iPad, and I'm like, why would you not just get a TV?
We're experimenting right now, Paula.
Okay.
That's what we're doing with this TV. We're going to see.
I just wanted to clarify.
We put some ground rules out there, and we'll see. So it may be there for the rest of our lives.
I'm interested. Yeah. We don't have a TV in our bedroom, but we do
25 years.
More nights than not. We watch a little show before we go to bed. So it's kind of
like have TVs in your minivan.
That nobody knows about.
Nobody knows about.
It's the great Bohannon secret.
Okay, so what are some weird things I would say weird things, but like funny things that you're doing now that you're in midlife, John and Liz? Even though, Liz, you deny that you're in midlife, but you're still wearing a weighted vest. You're in midlife, sis. Okay, what are some things that you're doing now that you never thought you'd do?
I'm definitely on the protein trend, which I think is really spreading. I was in an airport yesterday and Starbucks has a new drink that they can add protein cold foam to the drink. So they're just adding protein to everything, every which way. I feel like they are singing our desires for protein and they are meeting us.
I think we need to fact check Starbucks on that. How do you put protein like in the foam? Is that it?
It's a powder. I think they're using whey powder. I actually looked at the ingredients. It's a whey powder and they just mix it in.
But I like to have hard-boiled eggs in my fridge ready to go at all times so I can just kind of pop a little hype. Like, I walked out of the house the other day to drop my kids off at school, and I was like, this is like a lumberjack's breakfast. What are you doing? I just had like an open mug of black coffee and a giant stick of beef jerky. And I just walked out of the house drinking my coffee and eating my beef stick. And I was like, if somebody saw this breakfast, they would think it belonged to like a 60-year-old lumberjack.
Nope.
But
it's Liz.
It's me. It's me.
That's
And when I
hilarious.
travel, I like to have like beef sticks and peanut butter packs and
You
I
were
tried tuna
this
packs, but that's kind of offensive for others.
Oh, when you're flying, nobody wants to smell that tuna.
No.
No, that's
I'm not the world's most considerate person, but even I wouldn't cross that line.
Yeah. That's like taking your leftover salmon to the office and warming it up in the microwave. And the whole office smells like leftover salmon.
Yeah.
John, what
You
about
don't need
you?
to warm up your salmon. You can just put it on top of a salad. You don't have to warm it up.
Okay.
All right.
That's the protein guy.
So what weird things have I done? Probably in the last decade, I've gotten pretty hyper-focused on recovery. Like, if I work out or just have long days, like how do I recover with my body? And so I've done cold plunges.
Yeah.
That's been a thing I've done. We actually live on a lake, and in the wintertime, it gets cold.
Whoa.
And in fact, we did a family cold plunge last year on New Year's. We all jumped in the water.
Polar plunge.
That's
the polar plunge. And so cold plunging, infrared saunas, I've gotten into that a lot.
Did you all have a sauna?
No, we've got we're actually it's on the agenda to potentially purchase. I do it at my sports club.
Okay, speaking of saunas, I saw one on sale at Costco like 2 weeks ago for it was like $1,700 for a sauna.
Yeah, they're
Are we getting are those quality saunas? Are we I was like, I could have a sauna. We have a hot tub. We got a hot tub about 5 years ago. That kind of feels midlife-y.
Yeah.
And I was really passionate about getting a hot tub more. It comes back to me for kind of the social reasons.
Yeah.
I really like hanging out in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Because I think it just automatically makes the time feel a bit set apart because you're like in this environment and then everyone's kind of stuck. There's not like an easy, people aren't coming in and out of a hot tub. And I really love that. You don't bring your phone.
Yeah.
Everyone's stuck. You're all kind of looking at one another. I think it facilitates. So I love hanging out with my girlfriends in a hot tub. Like instead of coming over and grabbing a drink or going out and getting a drink, I like to invite people over to my hot tub. And I just feel like it creates higher quality conversation. And then with my kids, I love it, especially in the winter.
I would not get in the hot tub with your boys. I would not get in the hot tub.
Well, now.
Hearing what I know about them now.
I have a little thing with my kids in the hot tub that I call it hot goss in the hot tub.
Ooh.
So I've explained to them what gossip is and how it's not good. How you don't want to be somebody who just talks about other people because you can lose trust and that's, not dignifying. So no gossip except to your mom or dad and in the hot tub.
Oh.
So I've created this special zone. It's called hot goss in the hot tub. And I made a rule with my kids that anything they share with me in the hot tub they're immunity free.
Wow.
Or immunity. They have immunity. That's what I meant to say. They have immunity.
Okay.
And I know as a parent, if anything ever comes up in the hot tub that really needs to be addressed, I will address it, but I won't ever address it in the hot tub. That's my plan. Like a couple days later, I don't know. I really want to create this space where my kids just feel completely free to tell me anything. And I feel like creating like a physical space where there's kind of different rules.
Right.
Anyway, it's too soon to tell, but that's what I'm trying to do.
So
hot goss in the hot tub.
Mom, I heard a nasty rumor about you that we actually have TVs in our minivan. What are you going to say? You're going to save it for later?
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll be reverse immunity at that point. Anything I share with them in the hot tub, I can't. It's reverse immunity. So
That's
we'll
hilarious.
See. We'll see.
Couple more things. Have you heard of the leg compression boots? Have you seen those boots that you zip on and it puts air really tight and it just detoxes your legs? Yeah. So I bought these a couple years ago and they've become a family favorite.
They're
we'll
great.
sit on the couch at night and it just completely flushes your legs out. So think about you walking, standing up all day with your weighted vests on. You zip these boots on at the end of the night and it completely flushes out all the detox in your legs.
And it improves the circulation. So if you have any injuries,
circulation.
we all use.
What do you feel? What do you feel at the end of that?
My legs, you know how your legs can feel heavy?
Yeah.
Just that heaviness.
Yeah.
They're tight, they're sore. They feel lighter. They feel looser. It's really a great feeling. A lot of pro athletes, they immediately go cold plunge, then they will put these boots on and it just relaxes them. So you can find them on Amazon. They're only a couple $100 now.
Yeah.
We've got a massage gun that we use for all the aches and pains and ailments.
I do get massages a lot more in midlife.
Yes.
It started for me with, I had a neck injury in a car accident a couple years ago. And so I was in a lot of pain and was doing all sorts of things, but massage was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I have kind of moved into just like oopsies, it's normal to get kind of a lot of massages.
We invest in that. We invest in
Yeah.
sports massages. John will tell you he gets one every 2 weeks now.
Every 2 weeks, it's on my calendar. I go at the exact same time to
Yeah.
the same woman. She knows my body as well as just about anyone, and so she can fix all the ailments before I even have them. Yeah.
She does. She's amazing. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this conversation and then come back with midlife crisis, or is it a midlife unraveling? Ooh.
I like that.
Deep thoughts. This has been great. I'm going to go grab a beef stick. I'll be right back.
Catch you on the flip
See
side.
you guys. See you in a minute. So much fun with Liz and John. They're going to be back all month long to continue this series. So last week, at the end of the episode, I admitted to you guys and felt a little shame, a little guilt. I bought a senior discounted movie ticket to go see a movie with my daughter now that I turned 50. I think I need to ask you guys about this in my personal newsletter. I might take a poll. How many of you would do the same thing? And how many of you are completely judging me right now? And it's okay if you do. But if you haven't signed up for my personal newsletter at paulaferrisofficial.com, make sure you've done so. Let me know. I'm going to do a poll on this whole thing. Are you judging me for it? Or would you do the exact same thing? And then obviously spend that money that you saved on a huge bucket of popcorn, which is what I always do. So I don't even know if I have any takeaways from that conversation other than, you guys, we become somebody that our younger self would not even recognize. Not only, by the way, here is my fiddle leaf. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the spray that I use. I got it at Home Depot. It's by Miracle Grow. It's called Leaf Shine, and it beautifies your foliage. I not only didn't have a green thumb in my 20s, 30s, and I would even say my early 40s. Like, I killed everything. I am now the plant whisperer. I love talking to my plants. I love encouraging them. And I love to spray my fiddle leaf fig plant with Leaf Shine. It brings me so much joy. And since we recorded that conversation, I did another thing that I thought I would never do. I made candles with my friend Allison. And not one, we made like 50 candles. Here it is. I had so much fun. It was so therapeutic. I'm now a candle mom. I'm a plant mom. What is happening to me? You guys, let's just embrace this time. Things are falling into place. We're reevaluating our priorities, and it's okay. We have to prepare for this stage of life in a totally different way. And I think, look, it's some of it is just so insane. We can't do anything else but just embrace the insanity. And I think that's where I am. Do you guys want a candle? Maybe I'll do a candle giveaway in my newsletter too. The candles actually are beautiful. They smell amazing. They don't smell as lovely as a lot of my plants do, though. And on that note, you guys probably think I'm so weird. Paula, where are you going with this? I don't know. I am actually going to tee up next week's episode. We're talking about a midlife crisis. No, it's a midlife evaluation. Or some people call it a midlife unraveling. We're going to unpack the midlife crisis. I'll tell you all about the one that I had when we moved down here to South Carolina. We'll keep talking about it because you guys know I'm surely talking about it with my plants. Signing off from this plant mom. I'll see you next week, you guys. I know you guys thought you were done with me, but not quite yet. I have one more thing to tell you about. If you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, don't forget to subscribe to the show. I don't want you to miss a single beat or a single conversation. And remember, my DMs are always open. Tell me what you want to talk about.